Hello, welcome back to WWTF. We want the Fight Game Show. Mike C.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey, we're doing this social distancing thing because the virus is still out there.
Yes.
So this is what we do now, like everybody else, face to face. This is our face to face right here.
Yeah, and we are live now. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Mixer, Twitch, and yeah, that's what we're doing. But today we got a big surprise for y'all. We're doing 2 gaming reviews. We're doing Streets of Rage 4.
Okay.
Which you can catch on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Matter of fact.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir. You can.
And PC, if I didn't say that already. And we're also doing Predator Hunting Ground. That's also on PlayStation and on PC. It's coming soon to Xbox, but for right now, it's only on PlayStation and PC. So we're a little rusty, so just well, especially I am, man. And big up announcement, man. For everybody that wants to know how to stream, there's a lot of people that's been hitting me up. I'm gonna start doing some classes, so if y'all want to participate, we're gonna break it down in hardware and software. I know I did it before, but I'm gonna be more detailed about it. So this is gonna be part of the gaming show. So getting that out the way. The first game that we're going to do is Streets of Rage 4. And like I said, you can catch that on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and the PC.
Yes, sir.
But before we start talking about it, as always, Mike, how many facts do you get this thing?
Actually, man, you know what? I was a little torn a little bit, but I'm like, man, this is Streets of Rage. Man, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5.
Mike, I'm with you. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 as well.
Right.
So,
go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so the reason I give this game is that the nostalgia factor of the game, man. This is side-scrolling game at its best, man. Growing up with games like this, the original Streets of Rage, man, it was just a throwback pass, a throwback to the old school type of stuff that I grew up with. As far as the side-scrolling. 2 players. You can play up to 4 players in this game. As far as you even can play local co-op as well too. But you can play 4 players over the little internet and all that stuff. You know, PlayStation Plus and all that. It was just a good game. Graphic-wise, the drawn-in style, I really like that. And you know what? This game is not easy either, man.
No.
This game is not easy. You think it's just hitting a couple buttons, man, you're going to do it. You are not going to do it. These players, these people flip you, and I like the new, what they add as far as like the combo or the score system, as far as where you could juggle some of these characters as well, too. The special moves, and even they give you throwbacks to, like, you know, as far as the special levels that you go fight some of the bosses back in the past. I don't remember them being that hard, but I died a lot this game, man.
Yeah.
A whole lot, man. But my main character I was going to was Axel. Actually, my brother played Axel more, and I was don't get mad at me, fellas. I was the girl Blaze. That was the original. I haven't even played her once in this one right here. But as far as the other gameplay I've seen of her, she does real good and everything. Some of the controllers. And that's why I was a little torn a little bit as far as when the enemies get behind you, it kind of misreads and you start hitting back. And that kind of drove me quite crazy a couple times, man. But just as far as the overall fun factor of this game, man, this is a game that you beat, then you beat because you unlock characters, you unlock the old school soundtrack. I don't know how other people felt, but when they started playing the new soundtrack as far as the trailer, when they talked about the Streets of Rage, right? How they had the new sound, right? Then they said you could play the old remix. It just when that beat dropped from that, man, it just took my mind back to when I was a little kid playing this stuff and the sounds and everything. Sound back then, as far as video games, man, was so freaking catchy, and you just be grooving to it, man, and you just be playing, and you know that sound just was like imprinting your mind. So once you hear that sound, you're like, dang, man, I remember how much fun this was, man. But this game is genuinely fun, man. I have a ball playing it, and I still play it. Man, it's just fun, man. There's so much stuff you can do up in this game as far as unlocking these characters and beat it a different way, see who has the highest score. Just far as the community, far as playing it and everything, you can join in on the game. It's just so much you can do in this game, man. You even have the little opportunity to fight each other up in the game. So, great game, man. Fred?
Yeah. The only thing, and you know it has to be something wrong. I always got to find a flaw in something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you would probably agree with me. Mike, you gotta move a little bit to the. There you go. Use it. Like half of Mike got chopped off. Hey, look. The only thing I didn't like about this game, and it's a big pet peeve, and I know that you're gonna agree with me on this one, is it doesn't have cross play.
That's true. It doesn't.
That's the only thing that's wrong with this game, man. First of all, these type of games you can't go wrong with graphically. So it doesn't matter what platform that you get it on. Right. Any of the platforms, it will look phenomenal. I don't care if you have an older Xbox model, the Xbox One. I don't care if you have the original PlayStation, the PlayStation 4. I don't care if you have that. No matter what system that you get it on, this thing looks flawless. It's like a graphical Street Fighter type game. Because you can't go wrong with any Street Fighter game that you play because all of them graphically look good. I mean, for the exception of that 3D Street Fighter. I don't know what the hell they was thinking about when they did that one. But everything on this game it'll bring you back to your nostalgia. It'll bring you back to the days of high school and you playing Super Nintendo or Nintendo in somebody's basement. This game is awesome. This game is also pickup friendly. Now, if you have a wife, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, whatever, and you're into games, this is a great time for people that's in the house that can't go to work and stuff like that. This is a great game to get you, your partner, your kids together because everybody can play this game. You don't have to have no type of special skills, no special button mappings. You don't have to have any of that. You can sit down here and literally play this with your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, whatever, your kids. All you and 3 other people can play this together. And then if you can play co-op online, I mean, it's great. This is a great game. And I have to be honest with y'all. I fell back from gaming for a while, and then when Mike came to me, he was like, Streets of Rage came out. I said, Mike, I already played it. He was like, nah, Fred, you didn't. I said, I got the arcade, that arcade 1-up machine downstairs. I said, we both played it. He said, nah, Fred, nah, it's Streets of Rage 4. I was like, let me check this out, because Mike don't know what the fuck he talking about. So I go downstairs, I look on the side of the machine. I'm like, hold up, that don't say Streets of Rage 4. so I was like, shit, let me go ahead and get it. Now, I played it on the PC. Mike, you played it on what? Game Pass?
I played on Xbox. Yeah, Game Pass, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if y'all have Game Pass, it's absolutely free.
Man, it's free. It's a good time to have Game Pass. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
When you're up in the house, a couple dollars, you got a whole library of stuff if you're tighten on a budget, you know what I'm saying, as far as being out of work or anything like that. So I do definitely recommend those that can get Game Pass to get it, man. It's well worth the amount of money right now.
And like Mike said, this game ain't easy, man, because when you die, you have to start all over again. All the way from the beginning. You have to be careful.
Yes, yes.
These enemies, they seem like they dumb, and especially with the guy walking around with his hands in his pockets and stuff like that, like casually, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, bam. You know what I'm saying?
When I first saw him, I was like, man, what's this dude with this guy in his pocket? Dude, he just kicked me out like, damn, then I fell down a hole. I was mad as fuck.
This game is not on the borderlines of Cuphead, right? No. I mean, because Cuphead is like angrily hard. Oh my gosh,
insanely.
But this is hard. This ain't the arcade 1-up Streets of Rage. Let me tell you that. All right. So you got any more, Mike?
Nah, man. All I can just say is, man, let's get this a final verdict.
Final verdict, Mike. Mike,
Yep.
Streets of Rage 4, not the arcade one up, but the actual game. Mike, is this a bypass or rent for you?
Buy it, man. If you have it on any other system, if you have it on Xbox, get the Game Pass, man, and go ahead and get that junk for free, man. It's well worth it, man. You won't be disappointed. Fun for hours, replayability, man. Get this thing.
Yeah, I'm also say buy it too, man. This game is phenomenal. You can't go wrong with it, and especially if you have the Game Pass, you don't need to buy it. Just keep your subscription up. That's about it.
There you go.
But this game is awesome. It's awesome, man. It's a buy. Go get it if you can find it. Get it. And now we're gonna change course a little bit, but let me see. Y'all have to forgive us because we're doing this stuff live. And let me see. The next game that we're going to be doing is not on Xbox. It's not on Nintendo Switch. It's only on PlayStation and the PC. So let me change some stuff around here.
And we're just going to have a little bit of dialogue while Fred do all his technical genius over there. So this is a little thing. Unreal 5 engine on a PlayStation 5 running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know a lot of people seen that. It's like, wow, we finally got something from PlayStation 5. What do you think about that, Fred?
To be quite honest with you, Mike, I don't think nothing is really jumping out there at me. It all really looks the same. I mean, I'm excited for this next gen, but it's not. Nothing's screaming out to me that these games are going to look better than what we're currently dealing with now.
I think, honestly, as far as with these next gen systems, I think it's going to be easier for developers to develop and actually get the vision as far as the games they want to bring to us. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff, you know, what we get is all compressed and cut down, and it really doesn't capture the true, far as what we see, far as, you know, like the E3, the cinematics, and actually what they really display when they first throw a game out there. Because you get a false misconception of what's actually coming out there to us, then you'd be all hyped up for Watch Dogs, but you get something like a Watch Hog or something like that. You don't get the game you just saw, you know what I'm saying? And which tears a lot of people down, because you remember way back, as far as when they introduced Killzone 2, you know, when you saw that, you're like, man, this is the game running? You're like, wow, look at the graphics up in there. But that was not the game that you received, you know what I'm saying? Granted, they have come far away. Remember, this is the same studios that brought you Killzone, brought you Horizon Zero Dawn. You know what I'm saying? And that game was absolutely beautiful. It was like one of the best games on PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as what we see, you know, like the cinematics, because we did a show about this earlier, the cinematics we have that was back then is what we currently have now, and better. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to elevate it to the next level. But honestly, really, there's not too much far they can go, because look at God of War. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, how much better is it going to get?
Exactly. But they're trying to, because they have the Unreal Engine, for a lot of people that don't know, they use a lot of this in Hollywood as well, too. For those people that like the Mandalorian and stuff like that, because all that's done on a computer background, you know, with green screens and stuff like that, or actual screens, you know, as far as where they could put the video image and then put everything up in there. And they're using Unreal Engines up on that. So what they're trying to do, their goal per se, is to bring that cinematic quality to us, as far as we actually be playing the cinematics, man. But honestly, we're really right there. But as far as what's going to make it easier for developers to develop, and this stuff stop eating up so many gigabytes and all the other stuff for our system, are these new SSD drives to make it easier for them to develop for, and so we get that same quality that they want to give us without losing anything in translation. I think I'm using that word right. I work with Frank. Please excuse me. But that's what I hope. As far as that's the thing that gets me most excited about this next gen stuff. Like how the stuff could be better. I know we're still tired of low screens, but they're few and far between now. But you really do notice it now, as far as in these games. I think one person said it was the butt crack low screen or something. So basically, they shimmying through tight corridors. So like Star Wars and like Tomb Raider and stuff like that. So they can load the next level. So what they're trying to do is make it all seamless, like that one shot camera type of thing. Far as you see everything. Like far as soon as you step on out there instead of like that draw that you see stuff start popping up the ground like it's growing. So I'm excited.
I think
I want to see more. Go ahead.
I think the day when they can combine like a game that truly depicts the whole world, right?
Yeah.
So you can get in the game and you can drive to Maryland to California, and it has enough information in there to have all that information: street signs, street cracks, the people on the on the road begging for change and stuff like that. If they can put all of the Grand Theft Auto games together and make it one, and have it so you can drive from San Andreas to
Miami,
Liberty City, like and all that other stuff, that would be
cool.
the test of time to say, okay, this is a next generation console, and then have it affordable where you can purchase removable hard drives, or what I have a hard drive in the back by Seagate that has two USB 3.0s on front at the front, and you can daisy chain that. That's good, but what happens is you start getting the Dreamcast, not the Dreamcast. You start getting the Sega 32X and Sega CD effect with these big ass power bricks, and now you have to plug in all of these power bricks to power all these external hard drives, because the game system does not have enough hard drive space inside of it. When you get those type of games, a terabyte hard drive is going to get filled up. A terabyte hard drive is not going to give you over 10 games if it's by a reputable publisher. If it's by Ubisoft, whatever they want to call themselves, or Epic Games, those games are going to be like 20, 30 gigs, something like that. And then for you all that don't know the space on the hard drive, a terabyte is 1,000 gigs. So if you have two 500 gig hard drives, you put that together, that's a terabyte. So just imagine that each game is 50 gigs, okay? And then you get another game. I mean, there's some games out here ridiculous. It was like, I think one was like 100 and some odd gigs. I forget what the name of that game was.
Something's almost 200 gigs. I think they were talking about Modern Warfare.
Yeah. It was a game before that, though. But these games are so huge, but when they ship you these gaming consoles, the hard drives are so small. So I think that when we come to a state where external hard drives are affordable, then it would be a lot better, because I just want all my games. I don't want to keep deleting games and then re-downloading them, because
and the patches and all that.
Look at GameSpy. People that brought stuff from GameSpy, you can no longer get your games from there because that server is no longer available. And one day, eventually, Xbox and PlayStation servers will go down. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be able to download your games again. Look at PT on the PlayStation. Fabulous game, man. But if you reformat your hard drive now, you can't download it. Luckily, I kept that PT. Unfortunately, Mike didn't.
Like rubbing it in my face, you right?
And you know what, Pete? The PlayStation 4s with PT are selling on eBay for ridiculous prices.
Yes,
ridiculous prices.
Yeah,
but we got Hunter's Playground already set up now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we was babbling like I don't know what, but
it's good stuff though.
Yeah, very informative. Now, Predator, To Catch a Predator is what I call it, with Chris Hansen. No, I'm just kidding. But Predator Playgrounds, you can only catch this on PlayStation and on Steam. Mike, you wasn't able to play it, right?
No, sir, I did not play this. So what do you give this game, Fred?
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay, so kind of disappointed, and tell us why.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, very much like Modern Warfare, this game has crossplay, and although that's good at a point, it comes a time when you're playing PC gamers and you're not on an equal level, and a lot of PC gamers cheat like they do on Warzone, and I love that game. But on this one, you can either play as the Predator, or you are playing as one of the
Soldiers.
yeah, you play as one of the soldiers. And another thing is that Arnold Schwarzenegger, his character was supposed to be free, but you got to pay for that character now. I don't know why that is, because he's such an integral part of the story. Graphics to me are really not there. It looks more so of a PlayStation 3 game. The world is not as big as it seems. I mean, just the coloring of the jungle, it just looks too cartoonish. It doesn't really look like it really doesn't look like you're in depth to the game. When you play games like this, you want to be submerged into the game. This one visually, I wasn't getting it. Now the first person shooter aspect of it, it really just looks like another Call of Duty game to me with a monster added. Some people are trying to compare it to the Jason game, Friday the 13th game, and it's not that. I mean, even Friday the 13th, the graphics are horrible on that, but that game is good.
It's fun.
It's really fun. This one is not so much. For some reason, I played it on the PC. I didn't play it on PlayStation, but for some reason, there is a delay in this game. When you're going to shoot, when you have to put mud on yourself to kind of disappear
Hide
from the
yourself,
predator,
yeah.
hide yourself. It's kind of a delay in the button mashing, and when you're doing like first-person shooter games, even a microsecond of a delay can cost you your life on these type of games. To me, it was just repetitive gameplay, and just the thing that threw me off was just I guess I'm being a little anal about it, but the thing that threw me off was just the colorization of the game. It didn't really look like you were submerged inside of a jungle, right? I mean, you have a lot of green and foliage and a lot of debris and stuff on the ground and sticks and trees and palm trees and all that other crap, but it really, for me, it really wasn't hitting home. Now, and also I think they did a Watch Dogs effect, because when they announced this game the first time, it looked phenomenal. I wasn't able to play the beta, but there was a lot of people complaining about the beta. But then when we got this, it was like, what did you do? Did you turn on the brightness on this? Because if you go back and you look at the original gameplay of this, it looked real good and everybody was hyped about it. Then when they brought out the little test server thing, they was like, okay, yeah, now we still got bugs in it. And then a lot of people were complaining, was telling them, hey, this, that, and the other, this is what you need to fix. I don't think they took an account or listened to people. They just wanted to push this game out. And I think
Get that money, you know?
I think people are doing this because of the pandemic that's happening. They're just wanting to put the game out. They're figuring, you can't go out, you can't travel, you can't do this. What else are you going to do, especially for the gamer side? So let's just go ahead and put it out there. Either they're going to like it or love it. And there was a lot of characters that were missing on here. If you ever watched any of the Predator movies, the good ones, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was good. And then they should have put the one, what was that guy? I forgot
Danny
his
Glover.
name. Not Danny Glover. Oh, he would have been horrible. I mean, that was a horrible movie too.
Adrian, you talking about Predators? Adrian Brody.
Predators. Yeah.
That
With
was
him
awesome.
and the girl.
Yep.
They should
That
have.
would have been awesome. Yeah.
They should have put him into that story, because that story tied into the first Predator when they was having their conversation.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
I think they missed the mark on this one
Mhm.
a lot. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it, man. Let's just go ahead and give it a final verdict, Mike. Yes, sir.
Bypass or get rid of it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you to pass this thing. I'm gonna tell you to
Okay.
pass. Walk on by. Just
Walk on
yeah,
by.
it's going to be free. I guarantee
Yeah.
you, this is one
Yeah.
of the games that are going to be free on the PlayStation Store or what. I guarantee you, later on down the line, it's going to be a free game. Just
Mm.
just watch my work. Watch what I
Hey,
say.
Fred, this game sort of reminds you of that other game that came out where you was like three other people and you had to catch this big monster. You remember that game?
What
Big
was that?
monster up in the jungle. I forgot, but it's like a caged off area and you had to catch this monster and the monster was hunting you as well too. We gotta look that up. I forgot the name of it, but the game kind of sucked too.
Oh, you're not talking about the troller now, are you?
No, oh hell no, not that Chuck.
I would play the troller now before I play this one again.
Oh, come on, man. No, you won't.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
game was horrible.
yeah, yeah. I would,
Oh,
I would
oh,
definitely,
man.
I would definitely play that. I would definitely play that. But look,
All right, then. So, go ahead.
we want to thank everybody that came through. If you're watching a rebroadcast of this thing, or if you're watching it live, I got a few people in here. My mother, you don't play no daggone games. Oh, she said Happy Father's Day too. And
Oh, thanks.
Byron and my man
Happy
Lindsay
Mother's Day.
popped in through here. So again, next week I'm gonna be doing some online classes with streaming
Okay.
because everybody wants to start streaming again. I mean, it's time to do it now, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. A lot of people don't know how to get into it, software and hardware wise. I did a stream, like I said, we did a stream, we did an episode like that before, but I'm just gonna do it again and retweak it because I got some new hardware in, I got some new software to showcase that I didn't do in the other tutorial. So I'm gonna break it down into two parts. It's going to be a hardware side, and then it's going to be the software side. I'm gonna do probably the hardware first because that's going to be more harder to obtain than the software. Most of the software is free. The hardware, they're doing a lot of price gouging on eBay and all these other websites. So if y'all really want to get into streaming and you really want to know how to do it, you know, tune into the Gamer Show. And next week sometime, I guess I got to see when Mike is free. I don't know what day we're going to do it, either on a Saturday, Sunday, or a Friday, something like that. We gotta link up and see when we going to do it.
Yeah, I hope we do it before PlayStation 5 come out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
But you know, upcoming games and stuff, just to give you guys what's going on. So they got Last of Us finally got a release date.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be coming out next month, and then I think Ghost of Tsushima is like the following month. So they pushed them both back like a month or something like that. So we got June and July.
Very excited to get The Last of Us 2. But again, the new footage I saw
didn't look like that.
Yeah. What's this? Watch Dogs 5?
Yep, might be, bro. Might be. But I'm
Oh,
gonna get
man.
anyway because I love Last of Us. But yeah, we shall see, and we will talk about it. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right. So, like always, you guys can hit us back at the gamershow@gmail.com. That's Gamershow with an A. Don't forget to do all that stuff that we said before. I forgot a lot of stuff. I'm rusty as hell. But, Fred?
Hey, y'all, please remember to like, share. Dang, I forgot too, Mike.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Do all of that. And I guess, yeah.